Welcome everyone to a Final Fantasy X HD Remastered Platinum Trophy walkthrough. We're going to take this somewhat at a casual pace, but we are going to get a Platinum Trophy at the end, and this will hopefully show you everything you need to do along the way to achieve that. If you miss any streams, these videos will be in a playlist uploaded to my YouTube to make things easy access for everyone to follow along with. Alright, let's get started. Hopefully the volume with both my voice and the game audio aren't an issue, but if they are, please let me know in the comments. Alright, here we go. We're going to go with the standard sphere grid. Makes things a little more streamlined and simpler. Yep, that's what we want. Okay, now the game audio sounds a little low. Let's there we go. You could always adjust if it needs to, if it gets a little too loud, which some areas might.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Alright, so we're just gonna keep all the names the same.
Good luck tonight.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
East block in the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
Can you sign this?
No problem.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too.
Take it easy. Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
The HD version looks so good. Oh, how you doing, Smog? Yeah, HD version looks a lot different than the PS2 version. That's for sure. The original. A lot more up to date, smoother graphics. Hope you're doing well tonight.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jacked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Apes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Apes.
I usually take it a little slow during that
Make
section.
way, make way.
Just so you could hear
Coming through, sorry.
what everyone's talking about.
Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
One thing is, if you're going to be watching this later on YouTube, Final Fantasy X is one of the most heavily copyrighted games, and YouTube does not like it very much. So there may be quite a few areas in these videos where there is no audio, and that is strictly on the YouTube side. So catching these live is probably the best way to go about it, but I will try to put as much information in the descriptions as possible, as well as most of the time things are pretty straightforward with what I am doing, and I'll take it somewhat slow to make sure that everything comes through easily enough to understand, or as best as I can.
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
What the? Huh? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look. We called it sin.
Sin?
Take it. A gift from Jack.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Alright, our first battle.
These ones don't matter. We cut through. Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
We didn't mess that up. Good job. Alright, so the sin spawn, after you do that, that's part of the tutorial to show you about overdrives. You won't actually be able to die in this battle, because the only move that the sin spawn has is to use Demi, which will take off a portion of your HP. But will never actually finish you off. I'm gonna save spiral cuts. There we go. So these won't actually attack you, and we're going to use our first save point. Now, the nice thing about save points in this game is Oh. Okay. We'll do a new one. These were old runs. Okay. Good thing about save spheres in this game, or save points, is that they just touching them fully restores your HP and MP.
What are you laughing at, old man? Alright, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Alright. For Titus's overdrive, which you just saw, you have to. You have 3 seconds to hit the X button on that little yellow bar, and to deal extra damage. Auron's overdrive is putting certain inputs to make sure that you get status effects along with these overdrive doing more damage.
Go.
Auron! Auron!
You are sure? This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
A lot of awesome cinematics to start the game.
Hey. Hey!
My old man? thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore. Anybody there? Aaron! Hey!
Alright, so we finally get into the menu. And we have a few different options at the moment. I don't really need memory for now, but I will. Aeons we'll put to short already, but the way that works is you have to summon them once, and it'll show you the full summoning of them, and then after that it will go to kind of a sped up version. Status, you can see our stats at the moment. Overdrive, so we have Spiral Cut, but if we go to set mode, currently we have Stoic, which charges when Titus takes damage. There are a bunch of other ones. I hope not. We're not going to spend about 45 hours playing Blitzball like last time. We're going to just streamline it. So it should take around 130-ish hours, I would think, give or take. Items, we start off with a couple Phoenix Downs, some potions. Alright. Right now all we have to do is swim towards the center, towards that red arrow. How are you doing, Emma? Hope you're doing well. Taking a look around. I hear you. So if you're playing another version, or if this is another save, you can import your Albed primers from other saves. I'm not going to do that because one of the trophies is to collect all of them. And I'm going to show every spot. There are some treasure chests around here. Oops. Yeah, how is the any luck with the job stuff going on, or? There's 2 potions. No. Sorry to hear that. And you can see a chest right here. 200 gil. So this right here is Albed. And you can't read that yet, but we will be able to
What do
eventually.
we have here? No, can't read it.
Alright, so we got the potions, we have the 200 extra gil, and now we can move forward. Alright, so now we're here at another save spear. Yep, let's use this one. Alright, now if we go this way. So lead us to a high potion. I thought you were going pro in Lorcana. I thought that was the new plan. Alright, so this one we have to swim downwards. And we're going to get into a battle soon. These are some one enemies. That's pretty nice hit. If you can't get tickets to the major events, that seems like a problem. Is everything just sold out, or like you have to win? Is it you have to win events to get to majors? Capped venues, gotcha. This is a pretty intense scene for any new players, first time you play. This thing just pops out at you. Alright, now this thing, don't worry about. You can't defeat it. It is going to finish you. Not sure how Titus can swim faster than this thing, but okay.
Made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
Alright, so we can't go back this way. That's where we came from. Yeah,
Need fire.
Alright, so first let's use the save sphere. Alright. Okay. So we go here. Got some flint, nice. Oops. Alright, that won't open. But we could find next potion. There is a hidden chest. Trying to remember where it is. There we go. Hides in ether. Nice. Then we have a very long path here and a high potion. Take your time running around here. There's no encounters, and it is a little tough to navigate, so I'm gonna save it really quick.
food. What do you want?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
Okay, Emma.
You came to say that?
Yeah, I'll probably be on for a couple more hours at least.
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Just hold on. I'll get more wood. Give me a break!
Alright, this is our first real boss fight. We don't want to use any items until another person is joining us for the moment to help us. And it happens about... should be very soon. There we go. Heck of an entrance. Okay.
You on my side? Cool!
Alright, so this is this person's special technique we can use, and we have a grenade, which does a lot of damage at the moment. I'm going to use a potion, just in case. And we could also steal, which is something we're going to have to do a lot. Throw another grenade. Should be almost finished. Really like setting Titus. There we go. This is also the first battle where we're going to actually see. This is what happens. You get AP, and we get ability spheres.
That was close. Hey, let me go!
Redek Drak! Vi Irisa Tekirka! Wa Edeku! Kemed?
Fed! Trivida Grisa!
Dralnia Drakisha Te.
Ifun Petit! Tapunek ticket for Drake. Kuno.
Ouch.
Kid, it's Daija.
Hey, that hurts.
Usujek, right?
Whoa. Okay.
Hey, nurse.
Right, whatever.
Dewey Hood Kabake?
I said I don't understand.
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
Okay. So we just have someone that's ... but there's a save sphere right there. Let's go saves first. Okay. And you can see this right here, and this is Albed Primer Volume 1. There are 26. It is the alphabet. And now we see that we can now understand the A's when we're speaking. And our first trophy. We are on our way. And we get 3 potions from this guy. And we're going to get
Almost forgot.
a tutorial. This is going to teach us how to use the sphere grid. I'm not going to really go through this too much, but I will try to, if you're watching this on YouTube, you could always pause it or slow it down. But it's just teaching us, this is Final Fantasy, or this Final Fantasy's way of leveling up. Your characters will not get any stronger unless you activate sphere nods, as they're called. And there's ability ones, and then there's attribute ones. So you'll see right here, Titus has a sphere level 4, so I can move 4 spaces. 1. Ugh. Alright. Okay, so we'll move to this one. Yes. Alright. You get spheres attribute spheres, I should say, in battle with almost every basic enemy in the game. So as you can see, just in the tutorial, shows you there's power spheres, mana spheres, speed spheres, ability spheres. We'll learn about more later as we progress. So in this case, it's going to show us that we can use an ability sphere to learn cheer. And now you can see that Titus has cheer learned. For one of the, or two trophies, but we have to fill in this entire sphere grid for all of our party, which will come much later. Alright, so now we have the sphere grid, and just like we started, so I could do this, and we have two ability spheres, and cheer is a very, very, very good ability. So we did that. Let's save, so we're done with that. We're gonna grind a little bit here and there. Mainly I want to grind for a few different things at different points, which I will stop and point out. Alright, so now one thing we can do...
Ancient ruins right beneath us. It's not active now, but there should still be some power left. We're gonna go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to salvage the big prize. Okay, let's get to work.
Roger.
Alright, so while we're swimming, now, okay, circle is to dive. You just hold that. I'm going to swim around because the enemies here, not only can we get into some battles, but the enemies here give us grenades, which are really nice later on. And it's not really a big deal because we can just attack. If we get hit a little bit, we can go back to the save sphere and heal. I just want to get some grenades. They're really not good for AP. And we get a mana sphere. So you can get spheres, like I said, from enemies. They're not. It's not all the time, but it is fairly common. Did I go too far? No. Okay. You don't want to go too far if this is what you're doing. Let's see. Items, grenades. I like to get about 10. So we'll just do that quickly while leveling up a little. And we got some power sphere as well. So, question mark, question mark, question mark. Could possibly level up, and we could give them some more HP, but it's really not necessary. I'd rather save it for Tidus. So there's things. This was an ability sphere, so it raises defense by 1 point, and this is the only way to raise stats in this game. And then you see their strength, more ability, agility, accuracy. There is evasion, so everything on here. There's luck, evasion, agility, magic, magic defense. So the sphere grid is very important. This is a little slow, and I know it's a little boring, but the grenades will help. We do have a boss battle coming up very soon, and the grenades are just really good. Sometimes you can steal multiple things. I should have been doing that originally. Most of the time you can't, but it doesn't hurt to try. One of the trophies is to steal 200 times anyway, so we'll be doing that. After this battle, I'll probably go up top. So sometimes there is a single piranha, as you can see right there, and then there's a small group of 2 or 3. Nice overkill with the crit. More spheres. So what I'm going to show off right now is something you can do. I gotta be on the side. That's fine. Nice, another crit. As you eventually gain more sphere levels and move around, you'll start seeing that the base abilities and stat points are pretty underwhelming, but then as you move, like now that's an agility +3, defense +2, accuracy +2, strength +2, so it does start to add up, and levels are very important. Alright, so we hit square to get back.
Go as soon as you're ready.
And we get 3 more potions. So if you really needed to or wanted to, you can get infinite potions. You just go into the water, come back out, and you get 3. You don't need to. You're gonna have a ton of them soon enough, but it's not bad to resell. You can get 99, and then your first time you get to purchase any items, you can sell them. It's a little decent way to have a little bit of money, even though until late game money really isn't necessary. So Alright, let's talk to this person. And let's dive down. Now we have 10, because we're going to be using grenades. You can, and it takes a while, but I'm actually going to do this while I'm here. I'm going to try to get... I briefly touched on overdrives and how to gain your overdrives. And one is called Slayer, which is very important, and it's whenever you defeat an enemy is when your overdrive limit bar raises. And that's really nice to have. It's very important in a small grind that we're going to do later, but this is a nice spot to do it, as we're just... We have a save point, we have these little guys are one-hit kills, and it's a good spot in general to steal grenades from. Thank you. I'm definitely going to try to be speaking a lot and about different things that I've learned from playing this game, and hopefully will help newer players that are maybe watching this, as opposed to I'm sure there's a lot that will already know a lot of these things, but it's always good to maybe there's something in here that someone who's played a lot doesn't know. And I'm doing this with Tidus. It doesn't really matter with the other person in terms of getting the Slayer overdrive ability, or overdrive at least not right now. Hello, Bottled Fire. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the squad. My alert box was so small. There we go. Ah, gotcha. Well, thank you so much for stopping in and saying hello, and definitely for the follow. Really appreciate that. I hope she had a wonderful stream. That's tough.
We'll go as soon as you're ready.
Alright. A little bit more strength for Tidus. Miss was unfortunate. I'd like to get Tidus a overdrive before this battle. There we go. Bottled Fire, thank you so much for the donation. That's so generous. Really appreciate that. Extremely generous of you. Thank you so much. Alright, that should be good. Let's return really quick. And
We'll
then
go as soon as you're ready.
How many grenades do... Oops, didn't mean to do that. How many grenades do we have?
We'll go as soon as you're ready.
Alright, yeah, we have more than enough. Okay. Did a little bit of grinding. For Titus. Towards his Slayer. Overdrive. So Titus needs to defeat 100 enemies to unlock the Slayer. There we go. The Slayer Overdrive. So I think we got pretty decent on that. You can see Titus's wonderful way of dealing with technology. So this is a fixed battle. This is partially why we grinded a little bit to get Titus that extra strength. Is that it's a guarantee one-hit KO on the packs of 3. Speed spheres, very nice. Alright. Trots, our next boss battle. Steal some grenades from it. This could be a little bit of a tough fight. I'm gonna do cheer a few times. And cheer raises our strength and defense. So we can use it up to 5 times to get a continued boost. Just 2. 3. This battle also is supposed to teach you about commands. There's a few different battles where there's trigger commands that you can do to either speak to an enemy or something of the like. That's almost 1,000 damage, is why we use cheer so much. So we can stand by, gain a little HP, or we can do this. This is why we got so many grenades. And we got the overkill, which is awesome. Grenades are very overpowered in this early game. Now, if I didn't use that pincer attack, I could have got 2 power spheres as a reward. But I wanted to make sure to show off what triggered commands and stuff are. Now we just have to swim down, again holding circle, to talk to Riku.
Futra Ershi.
Radalukt van een ik.
Hoof, roofde, Tongadib. Way, Pacheta.
Hey! Hey, I helped out, didn't I? Hungry. Whoa! Right on.
Hey,
I just started actually, so we're about an hour and a half in. We're still in the prologue.
because you eat too fast.
Seems like yeah. Seems like it's been going on for a while, but yeah, this game is pretty long. Usually a platinum
Hello there.
playthrough
What is your name?
takes about 130-ish hours or so,
Riku,
give or take.
Oh,
That's kind of a
you
good
really do understand.
starting point to look at it as.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We?
Oh, we means you.
Who
Ah,
are you guys
gotcha.
Anyway?
We're Albed. Can't you tell? Wait,
What is your
you're not an
forte,
Albed hater, are you?
gaming
I don't
wise?
even know what an outbed is.
Where are you from?
Any particular genre you
American.
prefer over
I'm a
others?
blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkan Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
Oh, okay.
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkan. About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something?
I'm sure it's
funny?
not that bad. But I understand completely. Yeah,
You'll be better in no time. They
I like
say
a wide
everyone gets
variety of
better
games,
as soon as
but
we-
RPGs are
Maybe we just
definitely
had
my
some kind of dream?
my favorites by far. I
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's toxin. Yeah.
have a long
You sure?
Yeah,
long-standing
there
love
is
of
no
like
Xanarkan
older
anymore.
RPGs.
Sin destroyed it a
I
thousand
grew up
years
with
ago.
like the Nintendo and Super Nintendo, so
So no one plays blitzball there.
yeah,
Huh?
I haven't gotten around to doing 100% of
What do you
FF7,
mean, 1,000 years
which
ago?
I've been meaning to for a while now.
But I saw Sin attack
I have
Xanarkan.
on my
You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way.
YouTube playlist, I have 100% of Final Fantasy VIII. I have 100% of Final Fantasy Tactics. I have a 99% playlist of Final Fantasy IX. But the only thing it doesn't get is the Excalibur 2. Yeah, you know what? I never liked FF9 growing up, and then I grew to like it a lot
You play
more
Blitzball?
and enjoy it much more when I gave it another chance as I got older.
You should go to Luca.
But it definitely took me a
Someone might know
while
who
to
you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
give it that second chance. I definitely did not enjoy it my first go around though. Final Fantasy X is probably my favorite,
Okay. leave it
along
to
with
me.
Final Fantasy
get you, Luca.
Tactics. I really like that
Promise.
type of strategy game.
You'd rather stay here?
And then
Okay,
of course,
I'll go
you know,
tell the
like Final
others.
Fantasy
Wait here.
VII
Oh,
is always a great
and
one.
one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh. Why Xanarkand? Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon?
It's not a bad
Sin?
idea to do that for
Luca?
the my 100%
I thought
run if
Sin
I ever
just took
eventually
me to
get to
a
that.
faraway place that I can go back
Everyone
in a
suffer
day or
off.
two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way! Whoa, whoa!
So FF10's protagonist, at least as we know of, is called Sin. We'll find out a lot more. We haven't really found out too much yet. The story isn't confusing, but it is a very interesting story. Like as you find things out slowly of what's actually going on in the world of Spira. Alright, so that is it for the prologue. Oh, okay, gotcha. Not familiar with it. That's fair. The timelines are a little wonky too, unless you really like play it and get to know it. 5, I guess
Blitzball!
I mean, that's a good strategy. Yeah. You know, I definitely enjoyed those games, you know, especially like the original Resident Evil. But it was awesome going back to that where how they always had like infinite ammo in the different games, and then just running through and just blasting away at everything. Alright, so instead of going right there, we can get some items first. This is a moon crest. We won't find out about that, what that unlocks until much later, but it's great to always pick it up now so we don't forget about it. I'm sure I can't Resident Evil 1. I got about a third of the way through, screwed up a puzzle. That's very fair. Resident Evil 1, I definitely remember playing it. Two antidotes. I definitely remember playing it when it first came out, and yeah, it was terrifying. I used to watch my uncle play it first, and just watching it, I was very terrified of that game. I hated the giant spiders in that one. I never actually played the mystery dungeons.
Hiya.
Yeah. I heard they were very good though.
Try that move. One more time.
Yeah, Resident Evil was very terrifying. You had the crows,
Things were starting to look up.
the dogs that chased you, especially when they broke through windows, and then afterwards, just the giant spiders in the game were just the whole thing was terrifying. Oh, gotcha. I was the opposite. I stopped.
You know amateur.
I think Emerald and Sapphire were like
Xanarkin eggs.
my last.
What team you say?
I can't remember if Sapphire, like Sapphire,
Forget that.
that era came out after
I
or
got
before
too,
Fire Red
close
and
to
Leaf
sin
Green.
and
But whichever
I
one
got
came
so
out late, the
foggy, like.
last is the last ones I played.
I don't know where this place is, or even where I came from.
Since toxin got to you.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah, I've
you're
been.
still alive. Praise be to
I think it's finally time for me to get a Switch after all these years.
All right, back to practice.
We
I'm Waka.
my wife and I have been talking about that for maybe a Christmas present for the family. Our 6-year-old really likes playing
Okay, back to the village. I get you.
Mario Kart, so I figured that would be kind of a. We could play the three of us and stuff together. Alright, so if we speak to Keepa. 200 gil. Where is... Two potions. I never tried, I've seen that one before, but I never tried it personally. There we go. Okay.
I felt like I could trust this Waka, so
Oh,
I
nice.
just had to ask. It's true Xanarkin was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now.
It's
isn't
definitely,
it?
I'm sure
Long
that's
time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira.
a tough thing to
Big
focus
cities,
on
machina,
and keep up with.
machines to
Doing a
run.
master's guide to that.
People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Xanarkand Daves, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying the team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
Ah, gotcha. That makes sense then. If you're doing like if you're doing such an in-depth guide, it's got to be pretty taxing to continually keep up with that, especially if it's a very or as in-depth.
Hey, it's this way.
That's 6+ hours. Wow. That's what I'm taking me. Wow. No, you're fine. I love the interactions.
What's the big idea?
Yeah, no, I definitely love the interactions. So you're good. Please. Definitely do not apologize. Now we have Waka with us. He's cannot throw grenades like the last person we had with us, and his strength isn't that good either, but it's okay. Tita still one-shots. Waka can one-shot the single guys. So each person in the sphere grid starts off separately in their own area, and each one kind of has their own forte. So Waka gets a lot of accuracy spheres, and different enemies, which they'll explain shortly in another tutorial. Each person in your group has something at the start that they're kind of better with than others. So Waka's accuracy, which flying enemies tend to have higher evasion, so a lot of your other characters can't hit them. So that's kind of Waka's specialty. Tidus' specialty is very fast, agile enemies like wolves. Flea is always a good one to have. We're not going to power level too much here. Just get some items. But we will fight. Having Flea is great. It just aids you in escaping from battle. right away. It's a great ability to get. But we do want to get Tidus, like I said, his Slayer. There we go. His Slayer Overdrive, which is very important. Ouch. Nice overkill. There is, oops, a chest here that I would like to get with a high potion. Heal up a little bit since we have so many potions. Right in front of me the whole time. Nice overkill. there's our last chest. Okay. Nice crit.
Let me go.
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on!
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years. And we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right.
He's always hungry.
So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang.
That's right. That is definitely right.
So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. As long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
So we are going to be grinding, like I said, not quite yet, but we will shortly.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, it would be a shame if something happened now.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village. Say village.
They got any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see. The Crusaders' Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Kata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You remember the prayer, right?
Interesting choices.
Of course I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
You must have forgot or something. Here, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try. Not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Okay. Alright, this is an item shop, which we don't need at the moment. Alright, these terminals are in a ton of places, and they'll go over tutorials again, basic commands, basic terms, in case you need a refresher. There's a save sphere here. I just need that person to move. Saved. There we go. And that's our second Albed primer. So we know A and B. These chests are very helpful, and why we also said about now we have 21 potions, which are a ton. We don't have a lot of ability speed spheres at the moment, but mana and power spheres are really good. Those are stocked. And let's save one more time.
It was then, standing in that place. I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
This is just all the people in the village will give you some sort of backstory or some form of information about Sin, which you could always find out.
Years have passed since Lord Roscoe became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny, and a little sad.
The summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
So this is our first kind of look at what these cloisters are like.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look bushed.
Alright, so let's take a nap.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
Can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been... But it's been nearly...
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Waka?
Alright, so I'm gonna save just in case, because coming up is the first cloister, and it's very simple, but each cloister has what's called a trial in it, and a special item that you need to get for later on, much later in the game. and it's very important to do them as soon as you reach each temple, because some of them are blocked later when you can go back to them. It just makes things very complicated if you don't. So we are going to make sure that we...
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
do them the first time that we...
Right, this summoner, really. There's a room in there called
We do that the first time that we get to each temple, and each temple's cloister is harder than the next, or harder than the last, I should say.
So someone is in there somewhere, and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
Yes.
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
Our precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
Yeah, definitely very brash. Alright. Yes. Yep. I'm going to be doing that where you have to dodge 200 times, or 250. Oh no, it's just only 200, so not too terrible. For some reason I kept thinking it was 250, but yeah. Yep, we're gonna be doing all those things too. Yeah. It's not too bad, but yeah. Actually, that one I don't mind too much. The one I mind the most is the one for Titus, the chocobo racing, where you have to get finish the race and win with the time of 0:00. That one always seemed to bother me the most. So this one isn't too hard. It's pretty simple. It's an introduction. Okay. All right. So now we got to make sure that we take this back. Okay. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Okay. Here's our destruction sphere. Alright, first trial done.
It's gotten into you. Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian? Whoa! Ah!
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The Guardian's in there now. One of them's got a short fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we come this far, might as well go all the way.
Alright, there's another trophy.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
No, it's just...
Yes, this is Lulu, and the tall blue guy is Kamari.
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
No. So, Lulu and Waka. Lulu was supposed to marry Waka's brother, and unfortunately, he passed a year ago. His brother passed away. He got killed by Sin. Yes. Plus, this is where Yuna's father came from, and when he finished his pilgrimage, Lulu pretty much helped raise Yuna as well.
Has become a summoner.
So she always said she was like a little sister to her.
Man, was I surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
Titus looks starstruck. Yeah. Yep, he was definitely very surprised.
Hey, over here!
What? Ow!
Wait till you see this.
So that's also why
I can't see
Waka is
anything.
treating Titus this way as like a big brother.
Okay.
And our first look at what Aeons are.
I had never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it. I remember that night we talked for the first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed. For everyone. For me.
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team. His memory's a little fuzzy, so don't mind him if he says anything odd. Come on, say hi.
Hi guys. So what's our goal?
To do our best! Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory! To win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
So let's talk to you.
Stay away from the summoner! You're a bad man!
Lady Yuna, be careful.
But it was was really my fault to begin with.
They really don't like Titus.
I'm Yuna. Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Huh? I'm sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to... Guess I kind of overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner?
Lady Yuna, come play with me some more.
So, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
Oh, really?
We can talk more.
Huh.
You can tell me all about Xanarkand.
She's cute, huh? Don't get no ideas.
No promises there, big guy. Hey, but what if she, like, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Stay away from the summoner!
Let's see. You can talk to the team and stuff,
Ready
but
for bed?
we're ready.
Good. Sleep tight.
Not missing much dialogue.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Xanarkand?
Hey,
Hmm.
you said you'd go with me.
Oh, hey,
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did?
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming! You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball! Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry, cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
Yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely.
Huh? What'd you say?
That was like the most
You have to speak loudly.
harsh character that
I hate you.
a Final Fantasy game has had.
That's the spirit.
You can do it.
Especially coming from your father like that. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I hate you!
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a pretty fair point.
He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, but he needed our help.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
Yeah, I know you said you didn't like Final Fantasy 9, so I'm not sure if you beat it and like played through the story and stuff.
So,
But
who's Chapu?
Sephiroth reminds me of Kuja from that from Final Fantasy 9, where they both had like
Look like you.
they could have both been fine,
dead.
but they turned to just destroying the world because of their circumstances.
he didn't make it.
Jekt was just straight up a jerk all the
I
time.
first heard on the day of the tournament.
He's just arrogant about everything. And
I became a guardian to fight sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full-time. I know it kind of looks like I'm using you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the backstory in Crisis Core was
Don't worry.
was really good.
I owe you a lot. You really helped me out, you know? What I mean is... Thanks, Waka.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
You know what's funny? And I about a year ago, I was doing. I did a platinum run of this, a platinum trophy run, and my mod who was in here a little while ago had looked up fan favorite voice actors for like all of the Final Fantasies, and Waka was number 2. Which I thought was hilarious.
Well, you never used it.
Because I thought the same way when I first started playing it, where everyone else was like fine, and then Waka was just Waka.
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
You really don't need all that luggage.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Okay, off we go.
Alright. So for Tidus, we get the Brotherhood. And right now it's only has strength plus 5%, which is really good. But it will get better after. Yuna, we're going to give the Staff of Wisdom to, or Rod of Wisdom, that we got in the trial. And then we have Lulu. So, as I said, Tidus and Waka's kind of Stitch with Waka being able to hit flying enemies that are very evasive, and Tidus with ground enemies that are very fast. Yuna has her summons, and Lulu is our starting black mage. So Lulu currently has Thunder, Water, Fire, and Blizzard. There we go. And here you can see your Aeons stats, which also you can raise by raising Yuna's stats. And Aeons are very powerful if you give Yuna a chance and raise her stats, which we will be doing at some point. One thing we need to do first, another item that just magically appears is a map, and this is Spira. As we travel to more places, we'll be able to see more things on the map. But one thing we have to do before we leave so what I was saying before, so potions are 50 gil, Phoenix Downs, we have enough, but grenades you can sell, and I'm not going to sell them, but make 2,600 gil, so that was another farming method. Potions you only sell for 12 gil, which you could have got 99 of them, but we don't really need any money at the moment. But we just need to talk to her because we need to find her dog. And this is a second overdrive for Veil 4. It's very, very, very strong. Okay. So we're going to keep going. There's going to be a tutorial battle.
Here comes one now. Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Very nice. We're going to want to get Titus
Not too
haste.
shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday.
So that just shows that
My kind of customer.
that one's for Titus. Waka can take care of these. There we go.
That looks like trouble.
Watch this!
So we have to attack at once for Titus to understand.
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat him down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage show you what I mean. Luke, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here. Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means...
Alright, so that's that.
Take your time.
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Are you ready?
What's going on?
So we'll talk to Waka. He'll
It's an
explain what's
ancient
going
custom.
on.
People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chapu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat. That should do it.
Alright, so we're gonna save. I'm gonna get into the other tutorial battle. Surprise! Chair a little bit. This is, I mean, we don't know his name yet, but we know who it is. This is Kamari, and he's testing us. Jump does about 100. Yeah. That's fine. Nice miss. Should be almost done. Yeah, there we go.
That's enough.
What's with that guy?
Kimari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the Fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Alright, and this is our first kind of intro into how weapons are dropped. Alright, we're gonna keep going to get the tutorials out of the way, and then we'll go from there.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True. But, why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of? Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
So this is Veil 4. This is our first Aeon, and that's what Yuna is. Yuna is our white mage slash summoner. Sonic Wings is a little bit of a weaker attack, but it delays the enemy's turn. It wants you here to use your overdrive, but we're going to hold on to that. Nice. Now Aeons take damage as well, obviously, so they need to be healed. And if they get knocked out in battle, you can go to a save sphere. That's a good one. And just touch it and they'll get revived and all that good stuff. Alright, there's one more. There we go.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
So this is Waka's dark attack, and it'll inflict darkness. Let's do Blizzard, sure. You want everyone to get an attack, or at least a turn. You can even defend. Like, I'm going to defend, bring Titus out. 'Cause the way that this works is that you only gain AP after the battle if you're actually took an action. So you always want to make sure everyone gets a good action in. Let's do Veil Force, sure. You know what? Let's show Energy Blast. Should kill it. This is what we just picked up from the dog. Yeah, like some 1400 damage. Nice. Okay, so Yuna has Isuna and Cure. And she's starting to get null attack, or null magic, which is, like in this case, Null Blaze. It sets up in battle a one-time fire protection until a fire spell is used, or fire ability is used on that person. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to level up or grind just until Titus gains, let's see, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. 5 sphere levels, because I really want haste before we move any further. It's going to be very important for the grind that we get, or that we're doing. But also, too, I want to get him the Slayer. Overdrive. The Slayer mode. It's going to be very important, too. Alright, So we're just going to go to the save point. I'm going to save, and I think I'm going to call that here for the first part of this playthrough. So with that said, I just want to thank everyone for hanging out, chatting, the new follows, the just amazing donation. My stream schedule is mostly going to be around the same time. I like to try to do like 9:30 to 1:30 p.m. to to then a.m. But I'll see, because now that my kid is in school during the day, I might try to do some daytime streams too. So it might even be like 10 a.m. to like 1 p.m. as well. But I will definitely update my the Discord. I will update the my thread as well. Anytime I go live. So this streaming schedule, I'm trying to work out to see when I can kind of get the most viewers around. I know it's tough on the East Coast, especially during the week at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Thank you so much, Bottlefire, and I just appreciate it so much about the donation too. It was so great having you stop in and chat. It was great. Oh, gotcha. So those early morning streams might not be good for you to catch up on, but I will definitely be doing streams around this time as well. I might even, there might be some days where I do kind of an early day stream and then a later in the night stream as well. Trying to push for the that affiliate. And now for the YouTube. So we're gonna pick up hopefully back where I have haste and have leveled up a little bit. Not too much. We're not going to do too much of a grind. But if you do want to catch these live, I will leave my stream link in the description as always. And thank you. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you soon.